everybody, what's up? It's Kiki and I am coming at you guys today with a first impressions of the new foundation from Nars, the All Day Luminous foundation. I got mine in the color Macao and I got it from Sephora. I had no intentions of buying this foundation, and then I spoke with Princess Jada James and she asked me was I going to get the foundation. I was like no, because I just bought the Gucci and I just bought the Smashbox CC cream, so no, I'm not going to get the foundation. And then I saw Ivy and Color Beautiful do first impression videos. I was like, okay, I gotta get it. While I was watching Ivy's video, I was placing my order, put it in the cart, and yeah, I had to have that foundation. Like everyone is mentioning, it does come in a taller bottle than the previous Nars foundation. This is the Nars Sheer Glow, which I used to love. I haven't used it in years, but I still have it. But yeah, I haven't used it in years. But this is the Nars Sheer Glow, and it is in a taller bottle, and it also comes with a pump this time. Usually you would have to buy a pump separate for the Nars Sheer Glow or the Nars Sheer Matte. And I know that the All Day Luminous is replacing the matte. And even though this bottle is taller, it's still the same amount of product in both. The Nars All Day Luminous foundation has replaced the Nars Sheer Matte. And I was never a fan of the Sheer Matte anyway. I really like the Sheer Glow over the Sheer Matte. I used to be a fan of matte foundations, but then I got out of matte foundations and I like more of a luminous glow. And I figured with this being All Day Luminous foundation, it will have a luminous glow to it, but it is really matte. That was the first thing that I noticed about the foundation, was that it was really matte. I wore it for the first time in Vegas, and I wore it all day long. When I say all day long, from like 12 to 12 or something like that. So I'll show you guys some clips of how it looked when I first applied it. When I first applied it, the first thing that I noticed that it was very matte. It didn't have that luminous look that the Chanel foundation has or the Giorgio Armani foundation has. It didn't have that look to it, even though it does say luminous, you know, like the rest of those. It was very matte, and the coverage was really nice. It covered most of my blemishes with, you know, just one application, and then on areas that needed a little bit more coverage, I pumped some on the back of my hand and then took it and put it on where my burn is from my chemical peel, and then where I had other blemishes that needed to be covered a little bit more. So I used probably like three pumps for my entire face. 2 pumps on the first application, and then another pump to like cover the areas that needed extra coverage. I am wearing it now, and it does claim to be a weightless foundation, which I agree, it is weightless. As far as it being a luminous foundation, I do notice that it makes my, like the breakouts that I have right now that didn't come from the foundation, but it makes them look more visible. Like it doesn't camouflage them. It actually, I guess, and that comes from the luminosity in it. It does like draw attention to the blemishes that I have. I would say it is a medium coverage foundation. You probably can build it up to a full coverage, but just the application of the foundation alone, I think, is a medium coverage. You know, once you apply your concealer and your powders and all of that, yeah, it'll give you a full coverage look, but just alone the foundation, I think it is a medium coverage. It does say it's a 16-hour wear, and like I said, I think I wore it for almost 12 hours. When I first applied it, it did look good. It wore well. Probably like 3 or 4 hours in, I went ziplining, and once I got back to the hotel room, I noticed that my face had like a glow to it, and it was like shiny. It wasn't oily looking, but it was very shiny. It didn't have that matte look anymore. So I didn't blot then, and I went out. I walked the strip. I went to the mall. And then I came back to the room, still didn't blot, and I took a nap. And I had dinner reservations at 9 o'clock. So I got up about 8:30-ish, 8:20-ish. And that's when I blotted. Okay, so it is later. I haven't blotted. I haven't touched up. I haven't done anything to my face. So it's still the same makeup. I just changed the lip. I took a nap, so I took my lashes off. I just reapplied them. They might look crazy because I'm in a rush. But I'm just going to blot my face right now. Okay, so check back in and a few more and a little bit. Overall, the foundation is nice. I do like it. I think the color is slightly off for me. Like when I look at it in my vanity mirror, it looks like crap. But when I look at it in my bathroom mirror, which has the daylight bulbs, it looks really good. And when I take pictures and look at it outside, it looks good. But that mirror right there, it lied to you. So yeah, I think the color is slightly off, but it's not. But it is. Like, it's more of a yellow neutral undertone. So sometimes when I'm looking at it, it can look like it's too yellow, or it can look grayish, ashy-ish. But once I set it, then I don't have any problems with it. It does look good, but I do notice that the color is slightly off when I'm trying to blend it around my hairline. That's when I notice that might be a little bit on the lighter or slightly off undertone. I don't know. Yeah, that was my experience. You know, the first thing I usually check for, does it make me break out, and does it make me look like a grease monkey? And it did neither one of those things. I did look really shiny at one point before I blotted, but after I blot, it was fine. So, and it wore for another couple hours. Okay, so we just got back in from dinner. Like I said, I don't know what time it is, and I don't know what time I started with this makeup, this foundation application. So I will put the time in the video. And so far so good. I like the foundation. It held up pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to keep it. So, and I am in the color Macao. So just in case you guys wanted to know. So far so good. Yeah. And I already had a breakout. So yeah, it wasn't a foundation. So yeah, I think it held up pretty good. So yeah, that's it. I would recommend this foundation. It is very nice. It wears very well, and it looks very good on camera, and it looks good in person, and it wears for a long time. If I didn't say that, the only thing I had an issue with is that it's matte, and I'm not really into matte foundations, but the matteness doesn't last all day. It doesn't look like dry matte or flat matte foundation all day. Okay, so once you know you start to wear it, and I guess it oxidizes. It doesn't oxidize in color, but it settles and sets into your face. It doesn't look as matte as it did once you first applied it. So other than that, I have no issues with the foundation. I really like it, and I will continue to wear it. Let me know if you guys have tried the Nars All Day Luminous Foundation and what your thoughts are. I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.